So in this section, we are going to learn the installation of software and the packages that are needed for Hyperledger Fabric. The recommended operating system for Hyperledger Fabric development is Linux OS, but if you are using Mac and Windows, there's absolutely no problem. But there are a couple of steps that you need to do extra for Windows if you are using Windows. So for Linux OS, you don't have to explicitly install Python because Python is inherently there in Linux OS. So you don't have to explicitly go and install Python. So these are the lists of packages and softwares that you have to install for Hyperledger Fabric. So Git is required, which is the repository with which we are going to get our Hyperledger Fabric base code from, and CURL is required to get the repository from Git or get all the packages from Git. We need Docker and Docker Compose to containerize the application and run all the application as containers. So we are going to learn about what containerization and how we are going to run applications or components as containers in the practical section. We need Go because Hyperledger Fabric is written in Go, so we need to install Go as well. We need Node.js and Node Package Manager as well. So if you're using Windows OS, you need to have all those which I have mentioned in the previous slide, and you also need to install Python on your own, and you also need to install a little bit of extra steps that you need to take in order to install Docker and Docker Compose. All these are very much available on Google. So try to Google it and try to install all this. Meanwhile, I am using Mac OS, so I'm going to show you how it should look like when you install all this. So let me just go through this and open up a terminal and show how it should look like. So I'm checking the curl. So this is how you should get if you have it already installed curl, and I'm going to check npm version. So I have this, and let us check Docker version. Sorry, Docker minus version. So you have this, and let us check Docker Compose. So I have Docker Compose installed as well. Let me check Go. So I have Go. Let me check Python. So I'm using Mac OS, so I am good to go with Python. Let me exit. Okay. And so you have check Node.js and also check Git version as well. So I have all the packages installed. So this is what it should look like if you already have installed all the packages that I've just mentioned. Now moving on. So if you have any questions or any queries that you need that needs to be answered, please feel free to reach out to us in case of installation problems. So we do offer private tutoring sessions for all these courses. Please do subscribe for private tutoring sessions as well. So it will be helpful for you if you are stuck with any debugging, or if you are stuck with an application, or if you need extra extra effort or extra guidance you need to from our side. So that is where private tutoring comes into picture. So please do subscribe if you want to learn more or get most out of this course and in hand, or more guidance on all these projects and the theory sections as well. So we do have other courses on the one important course is Hyperledger Fabric for system admins, which is which talks in-depth knowledge of how you're going to set up the system and all the configuration needed for setting up the system. So that is one course that you can definitely check out with this course as well, which will give you the boost that you can set up a Hyperledger Fabric network as well, and also you can deploy and write the smart contracts. So it will be a plus point if you know both. So this is the linked um, is the link for System Admin Hyperledger Fabric course. Please do subscribe and check out. So if you have any questions or any more doubts on the existing topics, please do feel free to reach out to us. And also, next upcoming section is about lab, which is basically the hands-on on programming and setting up the network. So which will be more interactive on more towards programming side of it. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next section, which is the programming section.